A warm welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo, and I am deeply thankful and deeply grateful to have you here today, beautiful souls. The card decks that I use are listed in the description box below. Before we begin our Divine Masculine Angel message, the angels are saying, I see 77 on my battery. So you may see 77 beautiful souls. And I'm hearing 777, the jackpot number, your lucky day. A big win is coming your way, beautiful souls. And I feel a big win is coming in for the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine, I feel they feel a lot more assured of themselves. At least for the Divine Masculine collective that I'm reading for. I also saw just 55 on the timer, so 55. Also 555, big changes incoming. Big winning changes. Alright, Archangel Azrael. So Archangel Azrael is present with your Divine Masculine beautiful souls, or the Divine Masculine collective. Azrael, transcendence. You wouldn't be who you are without what you have overcome. Own your story. So again, they have been renewed. They are rising from the ashes. They are the phoenix energy. The phoenix is their first totem animal. The totem that is currently the strongest, working with the Divine Masculine collective that I am reading for. Oh, hello, Candle. Thank you. Oh. Thank you for blessing our reading, beautiful soul. Beautiful soul that is Candle. All right, cats could also be with your Divine Masculine. They're seeing beyond. They're going beyond what they previously thought. So they are pushing the limits of knowledge and transcending past what they previously knew. And they are becoming and rising, becoming the individuals that they desire to be and rising anew. So they are owning their past. And because this is the first card, I'm going to perceive that as the energy of the past. So they are owning their past and everything that they have been through. I'm feeling there could be some fire sign energies here, so strong placements within Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, as well as Scorpio energy. Hanyo, embraced by love. Let love reach where it has never reached before. So your Divine Masculine. Archangel Azrael is the first one that is present with them. They are rising higher. And they are in this present moment. As you are viewing this, beautiful soul, whether you are the Divine Masculine watching this, or whether you are the Divine Feminine watching this, or whether you're just a beautiful soul that is here to learn more about this energy, this Divine Masculine energy, and you're very curious about Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, they are at the present moment that you are viewing this video. Beautiful soul, they are in a state of peace and their heart is open, and Archangel Hanyo is present with your Divine Masculine and is assisting your Divine Masculine to connect with their heart space energy and with who they truly are. And they feel the floodgates opening, and this energy, this bright green energy that is flooding their heart chakra, that energy is all pervasive. It is flowing throughout their entire being, and you can feel this energy, Divine Feminine. And I have been speaking about this for a while, about the heart spaces between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, that energy extending back and forth. And it's a very powerful energy. It's a all-consuming energy of love. And love is the absolute highest vibration in my opinion, beautiful souls. But I have heard others say that as well. There is nothing greater or stronger than love. Love truly does heal all. And your divine masculine is flooded with this feeling of love. And it feels as though they feel uplifted, they feel lighter, they feel grounded and dense in the sense that they are connected to Gaia. I feel that there is a grounded energy here as well, but they also feel lighter. They feel connected to the cosmos. They feel connected to Source. They feel uplifted, and you can feel this lightness in their spirit. And this is because they've let go of their past pain. They understand the past. They accepted it. They accepted it, and they accept it in this moment. And they've absorbed what needed to be absorbed, and they've transmuted any energies that did not resonate into purpose and into power. So I feel Archangel Zadkiel present with them as well. So we have Gabriel, divine emergence, and that is beautiful because we had Archangel Gabriel come out yesterday in the angel message. And divine emergence, it's time to be seen. Don't be afraid of your power and gifts. Okay, so they've let go of the past, and they're owning who they are. They're embracing this energy. They know that they cannot return to the past. They can return to the past in their mind, but they don't wish to stay there. They don't wish to live there in their mind. So they're owning that energy, and they're releasing what needs to go, and they're taking with them what truly matters. And this love for you, divine feminine, is what matters most of all. There is nothing like your love. And that love is carrying them. And this desire for that love is more powerful than any pain, any shame, any regret, any guilt, any of the struggles. The love is worth everything. You are worth everything, divine feminine. And with Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of creativity, as well as the archangel of communication and the archangel of divine messages. So Archangel Gabriel is here to remind your divine masculine that it is time to be seen. It is time to be noticed. It is time to shine out this new light of who they are. So your divine masculine is emerging from the shadows, emerging. They no longer wish to remain in the shadows. They wish to be seen. There's kind of like that ghost energy. They were lingering in the background. You may have felt in your spirit, divine feminine, that someone has been watching you from the shadows in the background. Now this could be, in your physical life in some way. This could be spiritually. They could have astral traveled, bilocated, been doing remote viewing, traveling to you within dream time states. This could also be online. They could have been watching you from afar online. And they feel that it is now time to come out and share who they are. There's this bright golden energy too. So I'm seeing orange. I'm seeing sacral chakra activation. I'm also seeing, a little unclear there, now steady. And I feel like too, with that experience there, that the divine masculine may have felt a little bit unsteady, a little unclear. They may have been experiencing a little dizziness or felt off kilter for a little while there, but that was everything that needed to be being burned away. And now, again, like I said, there's a grounding, there's purpose, there's clarity here. As I said, solar plexus chakra too, standing in the seat of their will. Again, being very clear, so bright yellow energy. I'm seeing orange with the sacral chakra. They're emotionally letting go. And that chakra is blazing, burning, very bright. And, they desire to have a life of pleasure and, to feel good in life. And also we see the heart space with the green, and then I'm seeing higher chakras, like soul star chakras and higher chakras above the crown. And this is the energy of abundance and Christ consciousness energy. Okay, we have wisdom and discernment, third eye chakra. Oh, heart chakra, peace. Thank you, angels. Oh. Okay, those are too many. The angels are saying continue to shuffle. Okay, this one, throat chakra. Ooh, and it's right above. That is very, and it says willpower and determination, indeed. And I see that as a connection with the solar plexus chakra. Okay, so actually I'm going to take this one first because the angels are saying do this one first. Throat chakra, willpower and determination. I set clear boundaries for my own behavior, and I cultivate a strong will by being true to myself. I use my willpower to accomplish my daily tasks and spiritual goals, and to encourage uplifting thoughts and behaviors in myself. Doing this will assist me on the next stage of my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual growth. My will is strong and my mind is clear. Indeed. Wow. And I do sense Archangel Michael present with your divine masculine as well, because Archangel Michael is, he governs the swords energy within the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Redley Valentine. He's associated with blue, the color blue, which is expansive and free, and this is connected with throat chakra energy. And I also feel, because Archangel Michael is very connected with willpower. Okay, standing in your power, standing up for yourself, standing your ground. So Archangel Gabriel, I feel, is working with Archangel Michael to encourage your divine masculine to be authentic and to stand the seat of their will. And I see that my will is strong, my mind is clear. So if they feel grounded, they feel tuned in to themselves, they're ready for the next stage, and they're ready to open up to this communication. And I feel that they have the will to do this, and they feel this because they're in a state of peace, heart chakra. I will meditate and be peaceful and calm in my interactions with others in the world. Peacefulness comes in me, giving up the love of power for the power of love, indeed. So your divine, before I read the rest, your divine masculine before may have been in the energy of, I need to cultivate more power in certain areas, and do things in a sort of worldly way. This could have come from pressure from others in their life. This could have come from not being secure in who they are. And they may not have realized that love, the power of love, is the real power, and that it can fuel every other type of power. So if you desire to sharpen your blade to become better at your career, finances, better in other interactions, relationships, better at any type of interest that you have, talent, skills, abilities, the power of love can sharpen your blade better than any other type of power. And they realize that now. I invite peace to be a part of my life, and I make time to experience my own inner stillness daily. I continually develop an inner sense of calm, and I trust that everything will be all right. Feeling good about myself will help bring peace into my life. Indeed, and they may have beat themselves up before. They may have, really in the silence brooded. I feel that there was a divine masculine energy here that definitely was in the energy of brooding for a while before their transcendence, along with Archangel Azrael. Archangel Azrael saying, no more can come of that. It's kind of a Ten of Swords energy. Your divine masculine felt too the Ten of Wands as well. They felt the weight of that guilt and the weight of that shame and the weight of that betrayal. All these different emotions that they experienced. And I feel your divine masculine, DF, divine feminine, that they have, they've been through some pretty rough times, and I feel that you have too. And, they really had to go within and process and work on themselves. It's been a real journey. It's been a lonely journey too for your divine masculine. And, I feel it's been the same way for you as well, because twin flames mirror each other. But ultimately, this has, again, sharpened their blade. They've become the person that they are today. It said you wouldn't be who you are without what you have overcome. So they've become balanced. Yeah, because I see 69 on my battery. Thank you, angels. They've become the balanced, well-rounded, every part of themselves reclaimed. This is like a reclamation of self in its totality, beautiful souls. So it really is, I'm seeing the Six of Wands in my mind's eye. I mean, what a victory. I feel like that is, again, they're letting go. They're infused with love. They realize that the power of love is greater than love of power, and that actually, if you operate from love and the highest of vibrations, that gives you all the power you need and even more. Again, you can use that to fuel any of your manifestations and desires. So there's this real energy too of letting go, of accepting things, taking accountability for their actions, realizing that, whatever they had to go through and feel, whether it was guilt or shame or fear or, neglect or whatever it was that they felt, beautiful soul, that was valid, and they don't wish to stay there anymore. So they are transcending beyond those emotions, and they feel at peace, and they realize that, they still matter. You are still worthwhile no matter what you feel. You are alive. You are deserving. No one goes through this life without, at least not here on Gaia. And if you have, bless. That is, its own blessing. But at the same time, when you've been at the bottom and you know what that's like, then you can, relate to others that are there, and you can assist them on getting out of that. And you can also say, look, I've been to the bottom. I've been to the depths of hell, and I worked my way up to get to heaven. And it's not that you're trying to, brag about that in a sense, or wear it like some badge of honor, but it really is a divine victory. I mean, that you can be at the lowest of the low and ascend right back up to the top. You can go through the entire spectrum of emotions and ascend to the top, and that you are still divine, you are still worthy. And this reminds me a lot of Yeshua, Mary Magdalene energy, Christ consciousness energy. Again, wisdom and discernment, third eye chakra. I am open to understanding the spiritual truths behind the situations occurring in my life right now. I offer my wisdom to assist others along their path. So your divine masculine, again, is shining their light to help others, and they are here to guide others as well, just as you are divine feminine. And you have a divine mission together with your DM. I trust in a higher source to guide me and to help others who ask for my guidance. I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to rather than just reacting to situations, acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. So your divine masculine they've come a long way. They've learned, they're not in the energy of reacting to other people. Now they are in the energy of response, of if they feel any emotions come up and they know that they need to have a certain talk with someone, they're going to handle those emotions first by meditating, listening to something, switching their energy, but tuning in with that energy too, because it is very important that we don't just try to layer positivity on top of negativity to tune in with that negative emotion. But you don't have to continue to fuel the negative emotion, right? You can even use negative emotions to you can use the power of those, the energy behind it, to manifest situations. So like if, for instance, sometimes I will sit in our bathroom, and I will, allow myself to feel certain emotions. And as I'm doing so, I will And I learned this from a subliminal channel. At the time she was called Synergy, but now she's called C. And she said you can even use these negative emotions to use that energy and that power to manifest anything you desire. So as I was feeling that, it's like, okay, I acknowledge you. I know that you're there, anger, or I know that you're there, shame, or I know that you're there, guilt, or I know that you're there, depression, or I know that you're there, fear, and or frustration, and I know you're there, and I acknowledge that. And then I, especially too, if there was anger that was coming up, I take that energy and I start saying all kinds of positive things, and I kind of allow my body to do tension exercises, and sometimes I'll practice a little bit of silent screaming, which is where you kind of like act like you're screaming but without screaming. And I can't really scream because I live with others and obviously the neighbors too, so I suppose if you're out in an open area, by all means, like I'm hearing the Tears for Fears song, shout, shout, let it all out. So your divine masculine might be going through this too, where they're letting out their emotions and it just feels so good, but they're doing it in a way that is healthy. I mean, like, if you've got an open space to do nature calls, or like roar like a lion, or do wolf calls or animal calls, or just like let it out, let out a healthy scream. You're not screaming at anybody, which isn't healthy, because then we're hitting other people's energy fields and auras, which is why it's never good to scream or yell at someone, or to curse at someone, or get real volatile when you're interacting with them, because then that energy hits someone else's auric field, and it's also then permeates the area, and individuals tend to mirror each other. So if you really lash out in that way, then it's more likely that other people are going to lash out that way in return, because people mirror each other. If you're in a state of peacefulness and response, people are more likely to sense that. And I did speak about these things, I think, in the angel message yesterday. And, I feel the divine masculine is waiting for the right time, to engage with others. The angels are saying, repeat this again. I know I said in the angel message yesterday, beautiful, so I'm going to say it here, never engage in a important conversation or something that could be kind of Five of Wands energy, because it will just create more Five of Wands energy, more conflict. If you ever feel like you're not feeling grounded or stable to have that conversation, don't go in angry, because then, the end result will often be tumultuous, okay? And it will just make you more angry, and it'll make the people around you more angry. And the same thing goes if you see other people angry. Wait for the right opportunity. Now, if it's more of an emergency or immediate, you may not be able to avoid it, but you can always call upon Archangel Haniel to help you feel at peace. You can call upon Archangel Shamuel to assist you in all relationship matters, okay? Any type of relationship, from familial to platonic to romantic, okay? Even with your higher self and everything. So you can call upon Archangel Gabriel to help you communicate the words of God. And you can call upon Archangel Zadkiel to help you transmute any negative emotions into positive ones. Okay, so the angels are saying, put on the finishing touches to wrap up this message quickly. Oh, love. Beautiful. And indeed, the power, all of them, it's all about love. You can't make this up. This is how I know too that the angels, because I always pray, I ground myself, I meditate. First thing when I wake up in the morning, I ground, I put up barriers, I call upon my spiritual team, etc. So basically I do my spiritual protections, grounding, meditate a little. Whether that was through me doing traditional meditation, or just staring at something, or if I'm listening to a little music, or if it was a quicker meditation because I got up and started doing things I needed to do, just making sure that I ground and connect. But I do enjoy doing that right away when I get up. And I wasn't so adroit at doing that before, talented or skillful at doing that before, but I have made the habit of doing that first thing because I do prefer it. And always before any of the videos I've ever made, I make sure that I ground and connect with the divine. So you can't make this up. That's my point. All of these are about love. So love is the most powerful force in the universe. When this card appears, it reminds you to accept yourself, love others, and believe that love can heal all. Whether it is self-love or the relationship with others, love is the source of your connection with the universe. So your Divine Masculine is very tapped in with this love. And this is love for you, Divine Feminine, love for, you know, life, love for themselves, love for the universe. This is God, Source, Holy Spirit energy flowing through them. Okay, panic. Panic is an overreaction to anticipated events, causing you to lose your sense of reason. It reminds you to slow your breath, calm down, and reassess the situation. You have the ability to recover from chaos and gain control. So, you know, they are tuning in with themselves, and I feel there could have been a Divine Masculine here having that, you know, and this is in the energy of the first energy, right, that they're going through. And then they're tapping in with this love. So again, they may have gone into a little bit of panic or had a panic attack. And I know what those are like. They're no fun at all. I've had many of those panic attacks, especially at night and especially in 2021. And that was, you know, very painful for me to overcome that. Because, you know, when you have those sometimes too, then it makes it very, very difficult to get to sleep, and you feel like you can't breathe. It feels like your heart at times was about to give out, or I felt a sense of lightness or dizziness. So I know what those are like. And yeah, I feel that there's a Divine Masculine there that may have gone through that. Okay, they may be panicking, you know, letting go. This is their body letting go of the last of the traumas, really letting go. You know, they may be re-experiencing in their mind a very painful situation or event, or something to do with their past lives. Something is coming up, but they are going to regain control, and they're going to tune in with this love. And when that clears out too, the love connection just completely takes over. And our finishing touch, the final card, isolation. Isolation is the feeling of being disconnected from others or the world, causing feelings of loneliness and exclusion. Isolation reminds you that solitude is also a part of self-healing and self-discovery. Let go of isolation, seek inner connection, and restore harmony with the outer world. Indeed. Thank you, angels. So again, there was that sense of, you know, they've walked the lonely road, they've lived the lonely life, but because they have, you know, been isolated, even if they were, you know, with others or whatever, they still had to go through this in order to become who they are, in order to tune in with who they are. They, you know, if there would have been the distractions from the outside world, they would not have been able to have the time to process. So there's a sense of like where, you know, they're done with this. And that's what I said in the beginning. They're done with this isolation. They're done with feeling as though they are apart from you, Divine Feminine. And, you know, they may be going through a panic there a little bit too, because they know it. There's that urge of like, it's time. It's time. And there's just a little bit of where they have to calm down. They have to be like, okay, she's going to accept me. And when I'm saying she, I'm just speaking of the energy in general with Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. You know, you can resonate with any gender and still be associated with Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy. Just a little side note there for clarity purposes. But they, you know, they have a little bit of a fear of rejection. and they don't wish to be rejected. And so there's a little bit of panic, but the angels are saying, you know, tune in with the love, because the love is the truth. And this panic that you feel is valid. You know, it's trying to protect you, but at the same time, it's limiting. It's going to hold you back, but they're going to overcome that. Okay, they're going to overcome that. And again, this is them experiencing the clearance of a energy that really held them back. And so the body is not accustomed to that. Okay, so the body is going into a little bit of a panic. But I do see that clearing. And again, you can send your divine masculine. I highly recommend divine feminine sending your divine masculine bright pink energy, a hug, an energetic hug. All of these things will help to calm your divine masculine down and to tune in with the love that they have for you. And they can psychically, because we have third eye here, so their psychic senses are very sharp at the moment. They will sense you, and you may feel them embracing you back, hugging you back. I would send them an energetic hug. And of course, you know, take what resonates and leave the rest. And, you know, if you know what you feel is best to do for you, but I do recommend that. And it will help them too to realize that, oh, you know, it is okay to approach her. It is okay to come out of the shadows. It is okay. You know, she does indeed love me, and I love her with all my heart. Okay, and the angels are saying that is sufficient. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments. They mean the world to me, and I am truly grateful and appreciative of all your support, beautiful souls. I love you and cherish you, and the angels love you and cherish you. And until next time, beautiful souls, bless.